Hi guys, this is your brother Farhan, the Executive Director of the Somali Community of Louisville. Today we are at the 7 counties and Bridie will talk about it, what's happening behind. We made some content, but I want her to talk about what's happening today and who she is. Bridie.
Yeah, thank you so much. So my name is Bridie Harris. I'm the Director of Community Impact at 7 County Services. So I work in the community holding events that bring resources to those we serve.
Awesome.
So we have 27 locations at 7 counties all through Louisville, including the rural communities surrounding Jefferson County. Behind us, we have a festival called Winners for Wellness, which is a celebration for BIPOC Mental Health Month, which is Black, Indigenous, and people of color. So that's people of the global majority, celebrating our resiliencies, joys, struggles, hopes, and our mental health challenges. So we have 40 community resources inside. We have health screenings, heart health, lung, stroke. We have free food, Kona Ice, Ramiro's food truck. At 2 o'clock, we're going to have a panel of mental health community experts and people who are experts in racial studies and identity studies and culture, as well as people who have been through addictions and are in recovery, have been through mental health struggles and are in recovery. So this is a beautiful event held right here at the California Community Center for the community, built with the community, by the community.
Wow. Thank you so much. One thing I liked is how invited many organizations that bring in all these resources in one place. This is one thing. I even connected with so many people that I needed to connect with. Thank you for that. You make it easier for our work and for the community. And so do you do this once a year, or is it you do different areas? How is it? How is it set up?
So thank you for that question. This is once a year, the third Saturday of July. However, we are open to expanding and growing this. So if this is something that you have benefited from and you want in that South End community, those communities where it's hard to connect to resources, then let's talk, because I want to make sure that this kind of thing is available for people who need it. We have expert doctors in here, heart doctors, where people can walk up and have free consultations. That's difficult.
Wow.
We have mobile health clinics for mental health and addictions.
Wow.
So if this is something, a one-stop place to learn about the community resources, then I think we should grow this together.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. The beauty is it's a place, safe space for conversations where people are talking about it and sharing, because mental health affects everybody that we know. And this is a good program that you guys are offering, mental health, substance use, developmental crisis care with the buzz. But this is amazing. I want to thank you guys for what you're doing. Thank you for inviting us, and thank you, for giving resources. I even seen people getting back to school supplies, which is a good thing. But anything else you want to add it to the community?
I just want to add that quality mental health resources are available for everyone, that you deserve to be here, you deserve to thrive, you deserve to be well. It doesn't matter where you come from, what country, what class, what race, what gender, what sexuality. You deserve to be here, to be alive, to be thriving, and to be well. So don't suffer in silence. Your community is here for you.
Great. And one more last question. People who are usually migrate to the U.S., they feel like the system to get help is really complicated. Talk about that a little bit. How can we make it more accessible and not feel like complicated?
Yes. One thing we can do is make sure that we have meaningful language access. So at 7 County Services, at C4 Ministries, at Somali Community, we all are making sure that we're building those language accesses. So I thank you for what you do in our community. And the other piece is, come to the community mental health centers. Come to these community hubs. We are not here to get anybody. We are here with you. You do not need to reveal any kind of status, right? We're just here for you, for your needs. Right. And we know right now that things are really, really scary, really traumatizing, and we want to make sure that you get the care that you need.
Wow, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bridie. I know it's a busy day for you. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Okay.
All right, guys, today I'm here with Shamika. She is a clinician at 7 counties. and she will tell you about what's happening. And I have some few questions for her. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what's happening. You can hold this.
Sure, yes. Hi, I'm Shamika. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and so I see families, I see kids, and so today we're hosting a mental health event for the community. So it is about how to take care of your whole self. That's your mental, your physical, your wellness. We have over 40 vendors, so come on out. Anywhere from blood pressure to some of other programs that we offer out in the community that's open to you all, from HIV testing. We also have free food and free things for our kids and for our different partnerships, and so we're really excited to be here today. It's doubled from size last year, so we're really excited, and we're here until 4.
Wow, thank you so much. So, Shamika, one thing we love to know is, as a clinician, what is your work? Just tell us, explain your work as a clinician.
Sure. I feel like I do it all.
Okay.
And so as a clinician, that is me really meeting the person with where they're at.
Okay.
So that's working with the kids, and you can't work with the kids without the family.
Okay.
And so part of that is sometimes that's talk therapy, that's play. And so realizing like movement is also important. We talk about how to calm our bodies and our nervous system, to kind of check in with our thoughts. Like, what are we thinking? How are we feeling? How are the things around us impacting us? The world's always changing, and so also recognizing the impact of the world on our individuals. And so it's anywhere from individualized. It takes a team. Like, we can't do this by ourselves. And so we partner with physicians, we partner with psychologists and case managers. And so part of that is, how can we make sure that our clients are getting everything that they need as a clinician?
Okay, that's great. And the other question I have is, when we speak next, just close to, we're gonna cut this, but just close it. So my question is, what is mental health? Because people that we serve in our community, they are learning this process of what is mental health. What is your mental health as a black smart lady?
Thank you. No. I feel like mental health is thinking about how we feel. So like our emotions, our thoughts. So sometimes we are frustrated, sometimes we feel overwhelmed. Stress plays a big part. I also think a lot about like being oppressed and having limited access and resources, and how that impacts the whole person, and it plays a big role. It lives in our bodies. And so when we're thinking about mental health, is, are we taking care of ourselves to the best of our ability? And so that's from spiritual, that's from physical, and realizing that if we're not taking care of that mental health or our thoughts and how it's showing up, it does have health risks. So that can lead to asthma, that can lead to heart disease, that can lead to all kinds of things, diabetes. And so it shows up in ways we don't expect it to, and has a huge impact. And how important is therapy? Because we run away from therapy, but I want to tell my community therapy is important. And how does that help you? Yes. So therapy feels like a big stigma, and so does like mental health. And a lot of times, especially in our community, it's like, what happens here stays here. We don't talk about it. It feels scary, and so I think it's really important for our community, because we are impacted in ways that other communities are not impacted. And so when we're thinking about like therapy, it is finding somebody that you connect with. It's about connection and finding somebody that you can trust to really have some of those difficult conversations, to feel validated. And this was something that was difficult. This happened, and helping that individual to kind of work through some of those barriers and some of those frustrations, some of those impacts that show up for our individuals. And that can be feeling oppressed, that can be feeling like people don't understand. And so I feel like a lot of times when people are able to talk through some of those things, we realize the impact that we may not have known beforehand.
So just like talking about what you're feeling. Okay.
Talking about what you're feeling, challenging like your thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts will tell us different things, and it can feel really negative.
And when we kind of challenge, like, is there proof that supports this thing that I'm thinking about? Or is this supporting the negative things that people might tell me about myself? So it's talking it through, it's finding solutions, healthy solutions. It's finding what we call like protective factors. So that would be safe people, safe places, a sense of community, and ways to pull from those safe spaces to help heal the whole person.
Wow, that's great. And one other thing is, if somebody is depressed and you know your family member is going through depression, they don't want to talk. What is the first step they need to do?
Start small, start realistic.
Okay.
Sometimes we make things where we want to tackle it all at the same time. And when we think about depression, that first step is validating that feels like that is really difficult. That sounds really tough, because a lot of times people want an ear, they want somebody to listen, and they're not always seeking a solution. They want to see, I'm seen and I'm heard. And that's that first step in, somebody gets it, somebody sees me. And that allows them to open that door to say, I'm stuck and I might need a little bit more guidance. You're my safe person, you're my safe space. Here's the first step. And just that first step, that little glimmer of hope, opens that door just a little bit more.
Okay. And then if you want to work with 7 counties and you see somebody, your family struggling, what you need to do first step? Just call 7 counties and get an appointment, or what you do? What? Explain that.
There's so many different ways, and they're trying to make it more simple.
Okay.
But you can call our number at 589-1100. That's the main number. Or we have several locations throughout all the communities, and so find a location and walk in through those doors. We do take walk-ins. And then we also have a website, www.7counties.org, where you can figure out which program you're seeking. And if you're a child, if you are in addiction, if you're an adult, we have tons of resources for all individuals.
Wow. Thank you, Shamika. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Today we were at the Winners of Wellness. This was a beautiful day where a lot of providers came together, a lot of resources, a lot of organizations, and the goal was to come together in one place, have a conversation, share resources, and also listen to our panelists who are really amazing. We get to meet professionals who are clinicians, therapists. You know, this is a good place to come, get information, and give it back to your community. So I really love it, and we'll come back for the next year. Thank you.